god. At least let us get through the intro. Okay.
No.
Episode 12. Shut the fuck up. All right. This is episode 12 of the Down the Irons podcast. Just ignore him. Episode 12 of the DTI podcast. We have a double guest episode, kind of a surprise double guest episode. We have, first of all, the one and only, the GOAT, Monster1215. How many championships is it now? Like 45?
46?
I was looking at it the other day because I sent it to the group, the Odyssey group, and I think we're at like 15.
Damn,
fucking hell.
Oh,
there's one for every year of the game.
I think it's 15.
You know what?
Let me verify.
I don't think I'm catching up. I'm not gonna lie.
Have a mini tournament every day, folks.
Right?
Only you are allowed to play.
Depends how many labs I make. I can get there.
Oh yeah, that's not even including the labs.
Yeah. Guys, special rule. Monster's not allowed to play. It's the only way to shake things up.
No monster clause.
If we really want variety, we can't let him play. Alright.
Yep.
But yeah, Monster1215, and we have a former member of Pro or Void and new member of Odyssey. The crazy kind of debut Uncharted 2 tournament performance. I don't know. You can let me know if you participated in any other, but I don't remember. But yeah, Drkforcast. What's up, man?
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, brother.
Welcome. It was only a matter of time. Honestly.
Yeah. It's funny because he and I, he just mentioned that the other day. Yeah, haven't been on a podcast yet. I was like, yo, you're right. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Trash podcast, shit hosts.
Inevitable. And I guess I should intro that thing that you heard when I was talking immediately. As always, co-host RaNDiM, 2025 MVP himself.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's great to be here. I love it here. Thanks.
Yeah. Anyway, we're off to a good start. So, this is the UCL recap we did in the last episode. We recapped the ladder stage, so we don't have to go over any of that. But yeah, we recapped ladder stage and we previewed a little bit of the playoffs, made some predictions. So for this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about all these matches that went down, starting with Fox versus Void in the winner bracket round 1, the top side of the bracket. This, I'll start it off since I participated in these games, and it wasn't that close, I'm gonna be honest. You know, I thought I went in expecting us to 3-0, easy work. But, you know, this little team named Fox, they have got a little fight in them. I'm not gonna lie. Now the plunder was kind of close. I feel okay about that performance. 6-3. I'm not hanging my head too much about that. Trainwreck. If you ever seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where the concept is you can erase some memories, you know, from your life. You know, the Trainwreck Turf War had me thinking about that a little bit. They outslayed us 72-26.
Damn.
God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. You know,
I'm gonna be honest, Thugs. This is the first time I'm looking at the scorecard, so damn.
Well, it can be the last time, you know, if you want. But yeah, I don't have too much to say. Like, honestly, I feel like our team is solid on Trainwreck Turf War, but Fox are insane on it. I believe, unless I'm crazy, I believe Odyssey are the only team that has ever beat Fox 4v4 on Trainwreck Turf War. Someone fact check me, please. If you've beaten Fox,
might be correct.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it personally, but
yeah. But yeah, and then TDM Plaza. I mean, Plaza TDM's probably our team's worst map. So we were expecting a loss. We just wanted to, you know, we were practicing it, expecting it to come up, and we were working on some things.
I was close at the start, wasn't it? Or relatively close.
Somewhat.
It wasn't like they blew you out at the start, was it? It was just towards the end they picked it up.
The scoreboard
I
looks
think so,
a
yeah.
little bit worse than the match felt, because we were able to break out, I believe, to GAU a couple times, but since we were pretty good and pretty aggressive about breaking out, we were feeding them kills, and then just we didn't have the time, and we weren't getting the waves of kills to really get any ground back. So,
Chinese and Light had a pretty good game as well, didn't they? In that,
yeah.
both of them.
Fun fact:
They did.
I'm not going to be able to like just spit these fucking stats out off the top of my head, but this one in particular, I know this is the highest kill death differential of any TDM in the UCL, 19-5 for Chinese. So shout out to Chinese, very well played. But yeah, this is just all flowers to Fox. They played it really well. Of course, I think we could have done better, especially on Trainwreck Turf War, but yeah, they played it really well. So I have nothing but respect for the guys, and it's
Where
always
was
fun to watch.
Ramos in that series?
Ramos is never available. That man's too busy.
Oh, okay, so it's an availability thing. Okay.
Yeah. He's a busy guy. But yeah.
And Beto, I'm guessing, wasn't available either.
I don't remember, actually. I don't remember why he wasn't, but yeah. I mean, we probably would have played with him if we could. But he's a great slayer.
Maka
Yeah.
too. Maka
Yeah.
Revic is a monster, dude.
Oh yeah, it was way too late for us to get any of the European guys in, as much as I would have loved to. Yeah, it's just hard to find an opponent that works with the schedule for them. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on this series. Anything you want to add in, or yeah?
Just want to give a shout out to Infinite for picking Void to beat Fox twice. So yeah, kind of wrong there, buddy. I'm only hating because he was hating on us. That's it. That's it.
Shout out to Infinite, Odyssey's #1 hater. The new rivalry.
Yeah,
It's been fun, KP, but Infinite Num is here.
Odyssey versus
Coming at
Infinite
you.
Num, yeah.
I think he was on the payroll of
montages
KP.
are coming, yeah.
It sure seemed that way.
He was on the payroll.
Yeah.
100%.
YouTube montage is coming soon.
I love him, but he was a little bit in his feelings. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he put some money down. I feel like that man's on the betting markets.
Hard Rock Bet, Odyssey versus KP.
Yo, betting's
According to
crazy
the
these days.
poll that you had, Thugs, according to the poll that you had, 79% said that KP was going to win.
We'll get there. We'll get there, mister. Don't jump the gun.
Just want to point that out.
You'll have your time. Okay.
That was a message in the Odyssey group chat that was like, burn this into your brain.
Yep.
Anyway, winner bracket round 2. Unless you guys...
you should be happy we're on a different subject because we're not talking about your team getting cooked.
Well, I mean, the plunder was kind of close.
Yeah.
Move on.
We only lost
That
by 3
plunder,
counts.
holy shit! Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah. Actually, we can move on to Odyssey versus LGDS here, but I do think we were actually up 3-2 in that plunder, and then the power weapons happened to spawn up when they were all 4 up, and it was a little bit ugly in the last couple minutes there. But but yeah, besides the fact that we would have won the series if that didn't happen, we can move on to the winner bracket round 2, which was the semifinals. Winner bracket semifinals, yes. Odyssey versus LGDS. Let's see what we have for the scores here. TDM was pretty close, 22-18. Then we got a 3-1 plunder, 3-1, and 400-296 turf war. So yeah, TDM was very close. I do remember this match commentating with the Infamous and I want to say Jose came.
There,
yeah,
skills.
I think Jose was there for this one.
Okay.
And yeah, honestly, not a bad performance at all for having bottomed the entire game on Temple. I respect it a lot. They definitely should have taken some opportunities to push because the opportunities were there. But that's not bad against Odyssey with bottom all game, so I can't hate it too much. I mean, some of the
I
decisions.
feel like that whole map was, it was like, so we had top, and then we were all set up on all the relevant like spots on the map, and then it was like I don't see anything for a good. It was a good like 3-4 minutes. We didn't see any, like we knew where they were obviously, but we didn't know exactly.
Standing
And
still.
it even comes to the point where I said to Bosner, like, just to spice it up a bit, like, if you're Deagle with an RPG, can you just fire one up? Like, I was just taking punts at where they were.
Yeah.
Like, bottom green on the glitch, because I knew one was, like, behind the statue. And then, I'm not going to lie, I did get a bit complacent, because it was just like, you know, I knew they weren't going to win. Like, I knew we were going to win that map, but it was... Yeah, I did sort of take risks sometimes, like challenge bottom green when there was 2 of them and blah. But yeah, kind of my own doing really. Why some of them kills got made by LGDS, but yeah, they did play it well, I suppose. I mean, what are you supposed to do when like 4 of probably the best players in the game are all top? You know, what are
all
you gonna
that
do?
power weapons in their hands. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Yeah, notes for LJDS, just to have some confidence to push because you had opportunities.
Yeah, I mean the hammer push on top green, had that have come a bit earlier. Like at one point we were like counting all the hammers and we thought like shit, like do you think they're all stacking hammers each and they're all gonna like push?
Yeah, that'd have been crazy.
Yep, that's exactly.
It's a possibility.
That's so funny. That's exactly what we were saying in the commentary. Like, is the LGDS strat to get like 3 hammers and then just take over like middle, top red, top green, and just swarm you? With
Yeah, just wipe us. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, there's an idea. Go for it. Just keep them. You know.
Oh, the hammer guy's bottom green. Oh no, the hammer guy's bottom red. Wait,
He's
the
on Deagle.
hammer's on Deagle. Yeah, that would have been crazy, bro. We would have been shook.
Oh my god.
Giving other teams ideas just by talking about this. But...
write that down here real quick.
Yeah.
my notebook.
Just hide in grenade room and collect hammers.
Right.
Everyone.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I do remember at the very end they had a little bit of opportunity to push with hammer, but RaNDiM, I think you made a huge play, like picking someone off of a Deagle or surviving hammer shots that was like a fucking inch away from you on when you were on Skywalk. It could have killed you and could have opened things up. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at dodging those. I've fucking gotten a lot of practice.
Yeah, looked like you were timing
Unfortunately.
it. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, do we want to move on, or Monster, did you have anything to add to that one? Or I know you didn't play in it, but yeah.
I played in this.
Wait, did you?
Oh
yeah,
I played
okay, you're there.
The plunder and
the other 2. Yeah.
Okay, I was sitting on the TDM.
The TDM was very slow. I feel like their strategy was just to like throw us off guard, like to try and catch us like off balance, you know, like because usually when you play TDM, everybody's like go 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 go, and if you don't have control, you're climbing up desert, they're pushing a hallway.
Yeah.
By them playing very cautious, it threw Odyssey off because we weren't expecting it, and then it also created that impatience that Drkforcast talked about. So, I mean, that was well played by them. They kept it close. And I know the plunder, like, if you watched it, it really could have gone either way. I mean, the score, we 3-1, and they had one cap, like, right at the end. But there was multiple opportunities where they could have moved the idol and scored, and they just didn't.
Yes.
Yeah. That plunder was really weird.
Yeah, it was like they were more focused on... Yeah, they were more focused on killing than they were, you know, moving the idol. Was the whole point of the game mode.
Yeah, so... I do. That is coming back to me now. I remember commentating, and we were a little bit confused because they outslayed you by just a couple kills there, but they didn't get. It was 3-0 until like the last 30 seconds or something. Then they finally put one in.
Yeah, we were confused too. Like even Bosman was like, "We're playing TDM. We're not even playing Plunder." But we ended up still winning, you know, thankfully. And then we played the Turf War. And the Turf War was just, I mean, it was just your average Turf War game. I mean, just cap the zones and kill who you can. It wasn't really anything special.
Yeah. basically.
About 100-point difference, so yeah, pretty comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bosna 27-15 on Sanctuary Turf War.
Yep.
Yeah, he popped off on that one.
Hell yeah. But anyway, yeah, respect to LGDS. A couple close games there, but definitely, yeah. The timing, seeing your opportunity, your window to make a move there, and having the confidence to fucking go for it. Could have been even closer.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Well, then we're just trucking through the. Well, actually, this is the same round. Still, winner bracket round 2, winner bracket quarterfinals. This is a hell of a series. KP versus Fox.
Yeah, that was a good watch. Very good watch.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch.
Who wants to take this one? Starting with the Sanctuary TDM tie and overtime little fiasco. Little mini
Yeah.
drama with the Sanctuary overtime. But yeah, so this was KP's map pick. They love them some Sanctuary. So yeah, very close game. I think KP actually let a little bit of a lead slip. I think they had a few kill lead until the end.
Yeah, and then I think Fox got maybe like 4 kills in a row or something to tie it, or it felt like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really intense game.
Yeah.
The light being up in the fucking big towers, launching
yeah,
hammers.
that is coming
launching
back to me
hammers,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. He didn't he have a really good game that map?
18 and 14. Yeah.
You should be able to see.
But he was getting some fundamental kills though, wasn't he? Because I remember watching it.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think before this series, I predicted that Fox was going to win both of the TDMs and KP was going to win both of the plunders, and that it was going to come down to whoever won the turf war. And KP won the turf war, and they won. So that was I take credit for that. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Skills didn't have his best game, did he, on Sanctuary TDM?
It was okay. 6 and 7. He didn't throw.
6 and 7. Yeah. 6 7.
Did fine. Oh my god.
Yeah, he did.
His wasn't
Child.
that great though.
Sorry, what was that, Monster?
The plunder that they played was that train wreck.
Oh yeah, the train wreck plunder was pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was rough,
for
and so
Skills. Yeah.
So was the turf war.
Yes.
It just seems like KP's got the OBJ modes like so down. That, like,
yeah.
I mean, no matter who's playing against them, it's gonna be a fight, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say for the little mini drama that I'm referring to with the Sanctuary TDM, and this will be a little bit of foreshadowing. So KP and Fox tied 45-45. And so basically they're supposed to go to overtime, which I believe is 30 kills, 10 minutes.
Yes.
And KP were the host for this game. So basically what they're supposed to do is like swap host, swap sides, and play again 30 kills, 10 minutes. And they didn't do that, and Fox won pretty handedly, I think like 30-20. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
A decent lead, and technically by the rules, Fox have to replay that map, or the teams have to replay that map. Fox should have just backed out, and
yeah.
we
were messaging them mid game saying, "Hey, back out! None of this counts. Hey, back out! None of this counts." Like we kept trying to get them to back out, but they wouldn't.
Yeah, message them on PSN in the game chat, and we were saying it on the commentary.
Jose went into the voice call with them and was like, "Yo, stop!" They were like, "No, we're winning."
So
if I remember correctly, didn't it come down to like the last minute where Lightsy tied it up for him?
In the
regular
first
game,
standard time,
in the first game,
he did really well there to tie that up for him.
Yeah,
yeah, but then in the overtime, Fox won. KP could have made them replay that because the settings were wrong. Supposed to just restart that, but KP said, fuck it, they won. We'll just go next map, and even though we're host, we'll just forfeit the game. Give it to them.
yeah.
So yeah, very nice of KP there. You gotta respect it. But then holy Jesus Christ, the Turf War 400 to 184. I see what you mean. Yeah, and then sorry, I'm just the map order is 45, 45 TDM, box 1 in overtime, then 6-3 plunder, the KP won. So that made it 1-1, and then
It would have been turf war after that, right?
turf 4,
Yep.
yeah. So KP win 400, 184, kind of a blowout, and then I do want to just quickly shout out the Plaza TDM, 20-9 from Light XC. 29
Yeah,
and
bro,
4.
he fucking popped off. He popped off. Only one other player on their team went positive, and it was only by 1 kill. So he single-handedly won them the game.
Yeah, talk about a fucking carry job for that map. At least he was plus 11 in a game that they won by 9. So
yeah, crazy,
insane. Yeah, then KP closed it out 3-1. Patrick 24 and 23 with 3 caps. Hell of a game there. So yeah, kind of. I wouldn't say an upset because I think it was kind of 50-50 on who teams would have chose there.
Yeah.
But shout out to KP for pulling
super
through.
Intense series. I mean, Fox technically did better than we did because they took him to map 5.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of crazy to think like you have Lightsy and Chinese on the same team, and then you follow that up with Second Legend as well. So like in that whole like Latin community, like that's probably 3 of the arguably best slayers. I mean, maybe excluding Brazil, but you know,
3 of the top 10 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like to have all of those, to have those on the map, and you're still managing to cap like 6 idols and like just completely wipe them in both plunders is pretty, and skills like when he's on form with the FAL as well is like he's a pretty difficult player to play against. So to be honest, like you gotta give KP that, like that's a pretty, and I don't think KP use that many fouls, do they? Maybe Patrick picks one up every now and again.
Wampa, I think, is their heaviest foul user.
Yeah, like long range, they don't really have much long range, so you got to think all of those interactions are won with an AK, which is pretty mad.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that is one thing we also noticed when we were watching is Skills was coming into this a little bit under practiced. He had been practicing the week before, but like the month prior to the week of this match,
wasn't on at all.
Pretty inactive. Yeah. And it seemed like his play style was a little off. Like he felt like he had to make plays and be a little bit more aggressive than maybe he needed to.
Right.
But yeah,
happens to all of us.
Still a really good fight, 3-2.
Yeah, it was super fun to watch.
Yeah, but then it is the winner bracket finals here. The last matchup.
We can skip over this,
bracket.
right?
So this is where we're going to spend most of the rest of the podcast. So, I will say this series, I think, has the maybe the single greatest game, most intense game in tournament history in map 4.
Trainwreck,
yeah.
That one was crazy and crazy fun to play.
So yeah, just to like the quick recap. 50-42, game 1 to Odyssey. Shout out Wampa, 18, 9, and 8. Fucking ridiculous. So yeah, Odyssey up 1-0, and then the Plunder 4-1 on Sanctuary Plunder in KP's favor. Then Turf War 400 to 285 KP, so they're up 2-1. And then Trainwreck TDM 50-49. The 2 things that I want to kind of stop on here, really talk about. One is the choice of Trainwreck Turf War.
Yeah.
And then, holy shit, the Trainwreck TDM. Well, this is everything about that game. From the start of KP crazy. Choosing it, even though it's one of your better maps, and you beat them in 2025 on it, and go.
Yeah.
I want to hear you talk about it.
The series itself was kind of impromptu. Like it was very last minute. Like we weren't planning to play that day at all. And then I think something happened with Bosna. I forget what happened specifically, but just all of a sudden we were like, oh shit, I think we can only play today. And then we messaged them. They were like, yeah. And then it was happening. It was like, there was, very little prep time. It was just so fast. But the Plaza was a good game. they are extremely hard to trap on Plaza. You know, like most teams will at least fucking sit in the base for a little bit to like, you know, collect themselves and figure out what they want to do. But they are just KP is just relentless, man. They don't fucking stop. It is so hard to trap them on Plaza. No matter how many times you keep killing them, they just keep coming back.
It's like playing co-op survival, except they shoot back.
Yeah, like especially like when I'm anchoring, and I'm in the base, like a lot of times if like somebody will die, like one of us will die, I just kind of stay in the back. But like with them, I was having to keep pushing up out of the base just to keep holding map control because I knew that they were just going to relentlessly push and push and push. But yeah, Sanctuary Plunder, they're just S tier at that map. It's like I think there are very few teams in Uncharted history that are like that good at one map and mode specifically, or like known for it at least. Like I mean, TDT was good at every map, so like that doesn't count. You know, I just mean like one specific. Yeah, I just mean like one specific dominance. I don't know. It's just not many other instances of that come to mind. And then yeah, Turf War was kind of a dumb map pick on our end for sure. I was okay with it. Like at the time, like I wasn't too sold on picking any particular map just because like we barely played Turf War. Yeah, I mean we barely played Turf War, so like we haven't found a map that we like love yet and feel like super confident with. So we had about 3 maps that we were deciding between, I think. And we inevitably went with Trainwreck because we did absolutely cook them in the 2025 tournament. I think the score was almost flip-flopped, funny enough. I'm pretty sure we won by almost 200 points. But yeah, it was just a dumb decision to start on heroes because obviously they're going to pick villains. So that ended up factoring in quite a bit. Just keep spawning over there and being stuck in the spawn trap. It was so hard to get to the zones, and yeah, inevitably we just got cooked. But yeah, do you guys want to say anything else about those 3 before we talk about the final map?
I don't know. I feel like the plunder, I think obviously the composure started to go a little bit, possibly on Bosna's end, because he started to have a little bit of a pop at everyone because of the slaying power. I don't think slaying power it wasn't as good as it could have been, but it definitely wasn't like you weren't getting blown out as such. But
yeah, it was a 9 kill difference, which isn't like gonna decide the game then and there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never going to be a great start when they pick Sanctuary Plunder, but obviously that's why they pick it, isn't it? Because they know that's pretty much a guaranteed win for them. So you're already starting the map knowing there's quite a good chance you could possibly lose that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So what do? You have to play them in one of their best maps, don't you? Like the Plaza TDM, as you said. Like I was watching. I was actually away because I think we did discuss about playing it the following weekend, didn't we? And then I said I was away because I was at a hot tub retreat with my girlfriend. So I was watching it on the TV in the accommodation, like on the edge of my seat. But at no point really did I think like we were gonna lose. Really, like you always have faith in your team, don't you? But I think after watching Sanctuary Plunder, I was like, oh, kind of on the rocks a bit here. So yeah, and then obviously the rest of the maps followed suit as they did.
Yeah, I was in the same boat as Jimmy. I was just watching the stream and I was like, oh man. Like obviously, like he said, like Sanctuary Plunder, you expect them to win just because that's their map. That's what they're known for. So like with them taking the win, it's kind of like, all right, just shake it off, like, get ready for the next one. But it was the next one, like when they won that one, that I was kind of like, I was saying, look, this is looking bleak.
That was a Turf War, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, the Turf War was 3rd.
The Turf War, the 400 to 285, and I was like, oh shit, this ain't going good, and then, like, you guys did the TDM on Trainwreck, so that leads into our final map that we wanted to discuss. And you want to talk about sitting on the edge of your seat. That
shit was crazy.
That's a minute and a half.
Yeah, so like just just like for anyone who doesn't know, like it was kind of back and forth all game. I think the lead was kind of going back and forth, and then KP at the end took like a pretty substantial lead to where like I'm pretty sure everyone called it GG's.
It was
43 to 48
to 42, I think.
Was it 48 to 42? So
Yeah, I think you're right.
5 or 6 kills. Obviously, it's down to the last few minutes. We've had a whole game pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And then just fucking one by one by one, you just picked them off again and again and again.
Yeah.
To the point where I think it got 48-48, and then KP got one, so 48-49.
Mm-hmm.
And then Razor Bosna, I'm pretty sure, picked one. Yeah. To tie it up 49-49.
Thinking it did, maybe.
And that kill was on Wampa.
Oh, yeah, they killed Wampa, and then Wampa spawned at
behind Gweno, didn't they?
Right behind Gweno.
Mm-hmm. But even before you got to that point, though, in the sort of like the middle of the match, there was like a point in time where you had a whole, like basically KP had to wipe the whole team to tie it up, and they managed to do it, which like for us is quite rare to do. Like to kill every single player on Odyssey without any of them trading is like, yeah, they've done pretty well there. But I think it's when I think you had villains spawn, didn't you? And then you swapped to heroes spawn at sort of midway through, and then Khan and maybe Gwynna spawned, and they killed them off spawn, and then they brought it back, and then they managed to wipe you and Osna, and then all of a sudden it's like neck and neck. But like in a TDM, to have like a 4-kill lead is still like, you know, you have to kill the whole team without them doing anything back, which like I'm shocked they were managed to do that. So.
Yeah, I remember this pretty well, I think. I'm pretty sure we were winning by a decent amount, like maybe, again, like 5 or 6 kills around like the 30-35 kill mark. And then for the first time, I think in my entire life of playing this game, I'm pretty sure they trapped us on villain side. Like they were on heroes, they had deagle control, and I think there was somebody at rocks or maybe like kind of near sniper, and we were like stuck in the base. Like we were just kept getting cooked, and I think two of us died, and then we respawned again in the base, and we were just kind of stuck there. And they kind of farmed us a little bit to that's how they took the lead. And yeah, it was like 48-48. Eventually we were able to kill some of them and break out of that. And so we started in villain's base, and we pushed downwards and trapped them on heroes. And then I think there was maybe like, I think it was like maybe 45-48 or something at that point. And that's when there was probably like 2 minutes left, and we were like, all right, guys, we got to do something. We got to make a move. So we just started like slowly inching up and inching up and inching up, and just picking them off wherever we could. And it was just like a chess match for the longest fucking time. And then with like
Bosna, haven't you? Like that Bosna was behind that, if I remember correctly. Like he was one of the, like I remember watching that, and so I think you were sat behind him, weren't you, on villains? Was it 3 on Turf War 3?
Yeah, I was on Turf War 3. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bosna, I just watched Bosna and Raze like move up to Deagle, and you know when you can just almost imagine, because it's 49 kills, the last one's going to bring the scoreboard up. I could just imagine the scoreboard coming up, like, because I thought, oh, fucking hell, he's going to die. Like, surely there's got to be someone there, but they didn't have anyone heroes Deagle, which shocked me.
Yeah. They were kind of spread out between like RPG and the base. And Bosna and Raze were just picking them off on Hero Deagle. We just kept inching closer and closer. I think around probably maybe like 15 seconds, we got the 49th kill to tie it 49-49. And then like we were so far pushed up because we knew that there was like 10 seconds left that we weren't even concerned about anybody spawning behind us. We were just focused on getting the last kill or tying it or whatever. So it didn't even occur to us that, Wanpa might spawn all the way in villain's base, because like I think there were like 3 of us on like the heroes and a Deagle area, kind of. Maybe one was like by the M4, and then Gina was on the top of like super train.
Yeah,
is what
the
we call
double
it.
cover train in front of RPG.
Yeah, exactly. Gina was on top of there, and so there's like literally 5 seconds left in the match. We didn't think we had to worry about somebody spawning behind us, but he spawned in fucking villain's base, grabbed a foul, ran up and shotgun it in the back, and fucking. It was literally like the kill registered at 0-0. Like fucking, I slowed it down.
Seconds, so it's less than 1 second.
Yeah, I slowed it down in the cinema as the kill happened, and the scorecard popped up before the kill noise went off. So it was literally the last possible second, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy fucking.
Allentown with 14 assists as
yep.
well in that game.
Yes. I was just going to
yeah.
shout that out. Like, Allentown, 14 assists. The KP team,
Patrick, 21 and
29
10.
assists. Yeah, and then Patrick was the other thing that I do know that off the top. That is the most assists in a single game for TDM by Allentown. And that is the second biggest kill death differential in a game in all of UCL by Patrick there. In a TDM, that is. So.
Yeah.
Hell of a fucking match. And then Wampa for hitting his shots at the end, because that could have been the difference. Good job. He didn't shoot. But yeah, safe to say in upsets, you guys were expecting to win. I think at that point it would not have been 79% for KP.
No. I think most people picked us to win, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of people would have had it close, maybe a 3-2 to Odyssey, maybe some 3-1s. But yeah, definitely, I don't think anyone had on their bingo card 3-1 for KP. So yeah, shout out.
We didn't either. Yeah,
more than likely, no. But I mean, it was necessary for Odyssey, though.
Yeah,
Wake up
kind of gave
like
slap in the face,
a reality check, right? Like
it definitely lit a fire.
It's not in the bag. It's not in the bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we'll get to it obviously, but it was evident in the final. Like you seen that first map, like how everyone came out, and that's what happened. Like everyone kind of woke up a little bit and stopped being complacent.
Yeah.
And that was a conversation that we all had, you know, with each other. We're just like, all right, we need to like lock in. Because if we don't, this is just not going to end well, because KP is not a team to play around with.
Yeah.
Like they're all very good.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Agreed. But yeah, then that so you guys dropped the losers bracket. We still have a few games to go through here. We can go quickly here. LGDS 3-0 Void, that happened, and then the next round, Fox no, but we'll keep all of the losers bracket stuff a little bit brief until Odyssey versus Fox. But yeah, for this one, we'll definitely switch things up. This is the first time I believe Void has ever played 4v4 without me. We just made a call that we thought LGDS were much stronger in TDM than in objectives, and like I pretty much like specialize in objectives, I guess, being super fucking annoying, aggressive.
But we all were confused by that.
Yeah,
we were very confused that you sat out of that, because like although it might not be your strongest game mode, you're like an in-game leader. So like from the outside looking in, for you not to be there, it definitely seemed like there was a lack. I mean, was it Beto, Ramos, Infinite, and Ace? Yeah, see, like to me that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? But to me, I do think you probably should have been there. But you know.
It definitely felt like they were just running around aimlessly. Like they kind of had no idea what they were doing. No offense to them. It was just the observation. Yeah, there was no structure. So having you there, having that in-game leadership of, you know, what to do when and what not to do when, that could have been the difference maker. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Also to just be the voice, like if people are like getting too amped up or whatever, you can calm them down too. And just be like, guys, we got this. Like we can do this, and that is a difference maker, you know.
Yeah.
That village was heartbreaking. Like you guys had the lead for I think most of the match, and I was like, oh shit, I think they got this one in the bag. And if they get this one in the bag, like this might be the hardest fucking map. But then they kind of just choked. I think they got trapped down the bottom for a bit or something and just got picked off. And like,
I think I mean, you can see in the screenshot here that we'll have in the video version of this, but Matthias finishes it off with a snipe, and I think he did have a string of snipes, so just getting picked off spawn, if I remember correctly. But yeah, basically the call was just that we didn't need. I mean, it was my call. It's not to blame on like any other team, but but yeah, I felt like, especially like finishing the Fox series, where I went 5-21. I was just like, let's just go like all in on slaying power. Like, let's just get our best gun skill players out there. And like, I can be honest, I'm not the top gun skill player on Void, not even close. So yeah, we were like, okay, LGDS is kind of a slay heavy team. We just saw them go blow to blow, at least in the kill feed, with Odyssey on Plaza Plunder. Basically, the idea was like, we're gonna play better objective than them, no matter what we do. We just have to make sure we aren't getting wiped like 4 dead. So we just need to be able to throw a good punch back in slaying, and then OBJ should be in the bag. That was the logic. But to my surprise, the TDM was the close game, and the OBJ, they played really well. Like, shout out to the Abyss, 4 captures on the Temple Plunder. Like, he was aggressive on it. So maybe they were just intimidated by Odyssey and like didn't feel like comfortable enough to pull idle. Like maybe they felt like they were never really secure. Like they were, again, like I don't know, afraid of just getting picked off and whatever. But yeah, they showed up. And yeah, they played it well. I mean, throw my words back in my face. I thought like, OBJ should be a cakewalk as long as we don't get rolled in slaying. And come to find out, they showed up in OBJ, so I gotta shout it out. Also, shout out Ramos 18 and 10 on.
I was just about to say
TDM.
that. 18 and 10. He did the best on Turf War too. 19 and 14.
Also, shout out Ramos 4 and 13 on Plunder.
you got good on Temple, but
well, Ramos doesn't know how to play Plunder, don't you?
Yeah, Ramos the idol.
Where are you, Ramos? No.
Look at the idol, bro.
But in all seriousness, it's always great to have Ramos playing. It's one of the rare occasions where he was available. So always good to have him. And obviously, like you can see in the village, TDM, he throws a hell of a punch, playing wise. But yeah, didn't go our way. It was an experiment. You know, what can you do? But yeah. Then losers bracket round 2. Yeah. So Fox versus LGDS. Again, we could be pretty quick here. It was 50-27. Surprisingly dominant from Fox, honestly, considering that I think LGDS actually, I think Plaza TDM is one of their strongest games, but Fox did really well to trap them there. Matthias 10 and 20. My God, Mario Madness. Like, slow down. Okay.
Holy crap, yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is so funny because it was the exact opposite the way that they played against us. Like,
yeah, on Temple, yeah. But 4-3, very close game on. I think this was Sanctuary Plunder that LGDS won. So shout out, despite getting outslayed by 17, they won the Plunder.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, Skills had a really good game too.
Shows what I know about LGDS objective skills. I'm really starting to think they were just
They're
scared of
objective goats, bro. Fucking dumbass.
Just had them deer in the headlights. Like, they got all the kills and we're like, what do we do? We killed them. We didn't plan for this. But then Trainwreck Turf War. Shout out to LGDS. They kept it close.
Put up a really good fight. Yeah, it was a close game. Chinese fucking went crazy. Holy shit.
That motherfucker went 24-9.
That's wild. Is that not one of the biggest differentials? How many? I can't math. How many is that?
Plus 15.
15?
I do believe that is the biggest differential in a Turf War game. So.
Wow.
Crazy work.
So he leads in two different game modes.
This is Chinese, not like.
Oh.
No, in the TDM, the 19 and 5 by Chinese was the highest.
Oh, that was Chinese? I thought that was like,
yes.
my bad.
Yeah, right.
Put some respect on his name.
I think you're thinking of the...
Over here correcting me.
The 20 and 9.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Did I get my fact wrong?
Don't question the goat.
Yeah, you're right. I should have known better.
Don't question the dawn. All right.
The dawn.
But then game 4, this was fucking crazy, bro. It was, I think this was another one where Fox had a few kills lead, and then LGDS just kept picking him off. I think like 3 or 4 kills in a row at least to bring it 49-49. And then you can hear, I'm pretty sure in the commentary you can hear at least Skills messaged me after the game, but I think you can also hear them calling out. Light got like almost like shot in the face with the fucking RPG to end the game, lose the game, but he survived it. I don't know if he dodged it or like hit a wall or something right next to him, but yeah, he survived it. So LGDS were
Crazy.
this close to going game 5 versus Fox. So shout out to
LGDS. They did good.
Yeah.
I feel like they're a pretty well suited team towards Fox as well, like in terms of TDM, in terms of like pacing. I don't think they're a million miles away. However, like Fox is probably a little bit quicker and more keen to get the power weapons.
Yeah. I would say
thing.
Yeah, I would say top to bottom, Fox are a little stronger. Like I feel like Matthias is a little bit inconsistent, but still a really strong Slayer. I think it's Rana's really solid. Al Capone I think is really good in TDM, but maybe not as much in OBJ. But then I think their fourth player is a little bit up in the air. Like the Abyss is I think a good objective player. Benha 23 I don't think is quite as strong, but he was playing in this series. 12 and 15 is not terrible. But yeah, I feel like if they just had one more like really solid player, they would be a legit concern for a lot of teams. Like maybe not Odyssey KP threatening, but at least consistently going, taking maps off of Fox and PI and FMXA players and all that stuff. Like they're already in the mix, but I think that could give them an edge over some of those teams. Yeah. Shout out to LGDS, but Fox sealing the deal 3-1. And that brings us to the loser bracket finals, where this one was a little bit surprising, I think, but maybe it shouldn't be. None of the maps were blowouts. Yeah, Odyssey win 50-41 on Plaza TDM, and then they take, I don't remember what map this was, but 6-5 in Plunder. You guys remember what map that was on?
Temple,
yeah.
Okay. And then Turf War 400-335, so completing the 3-0 sweep. Yeah, although I will say, this is with Zekier and not Second Legend. Second Legend was not able to make it. He was not available. I think something came up for him. Ziki's really solid, especially like in Plunder 23 and 22. So he's not just throwing games. So it's not to disparage him or anything, but all decently close games, especially the Plunder. But 3-0 sweep. How'd you guys feel about this one?
Plaza TDM, it felt like we were in the driving seat the majority of it. To be honest, there wasn't any point in Plaza TDM where we thought like, oh, we might lose it. But again, it's Fox in TDM, so I think the difference is with Fox in TDM. I don't really know how to word it, but like when you're navigating the map, you're solely looking like in front of you, to your left, to your right. Whereas against like someone like KP, you're looking 360, yeah,
up and down, yeah.
It's very like kind of predictable, like kind of like a game of chess with Fox with TDM, because that is probably their best game mode.
Yeah, for sure.
They definitely caught me off guard on the Plunder, but then I also think we seem to have this. Well, we did have this issue with Plunder where we like sort of cruise a little bit at the start, like it goes really well. Then we go into like cruise control, and it's like, oh, okay, it's all good. And then when we do that, it's like the other team just suddenly like out of nowhere they were up like 4-5, and we're like, fuck, like we might choke.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that game. Yeah.
So, I mean, that was definitely like, I mean, I'll be honest, I did think we were going to lose that game at one point because it, before, and I do have to credit that to everybody else, because I personally, apart from maybe making a few distractions in the later part of the Plunder, it was mainly Bosner, I want to say, that like started throwing the idol. Like he was literally on the idol towards the end of the game, where like,
I think me and him were chaining it.
Yeah, so he definitely ramped up the pace a little bit, and obviously you clutched up as well, Randy. But yeah, the Temple, I think, is kind of like a team problem. But obviously, yeah, they did do really well to stay composed.
Hell yeah. Yeah, shout out to Skills on Temple Plunder getting 3 caps. GG.
Yeah.
But not me. Oh, that was Jimmy. Never mind.
Jimmy.
I'm used to you using my stream fucking scorecards. So it's Jimmy's. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, the plaza, like the TDM, we were definitely in the driver's seat the whole time. For a majority of the match, it definitely was a blowout. I think at one point we were winning like 43-29, I think. And at that point, at that point, I think they wiped us and we lost control, or we traded some kills, whatever. And then it was probably like 45 to like 31 or something. We only needed 5 kills and we lost map control, so we were kind of just like, fuck it, let's just push and get these last 5 kills. We definitely in doing that they wiped us, I think maybe 2 times. I think they wiped us, and then I think we all spawned at fucking Hammer, and then they wiped us again because it was such a shitty spawn. It was like, it's kind of annoying, but I mean, again, we were in the driver's seat, so we didn't care too much. And yeah, the plunder, I think Forecast hit the nail on the head with no pun intended with the construction joke. Anyway. I said no pun intended. Anyway, yeah, I think sometimes we have a habit of like going crazy at the start, getting a pretty decent lead, and then kind of leaning back and just cruising, and then the other team takes advantage of that and fucking brings it back. Because I think we were up 4-1 for the first half of the match, and then all of a sudden, like the next thing we knew, it was 4-5, and we were fucking losing, and there was like 2 minutes left, and we're like, oh shit, this is bad. Like, credit to them, because they were definitely like absolutely just frying us. Like I think they wiped us multiple times. I remember dying, looking at the scoreboard, and there's like 3 of us dead, and the 4th person had like just respawned, and they're just fucking chucking the idol. And so, like, credit to them, they definitely played really well. But the ending of that game was pretty crazy. So we went from winning 4-1 to losing 4-5, and then with 2 minutes left, I'm like, I forget where the idol spawned. I think it was at Hammer. Like, me and Bosna were just taking turns, like, chaining the idol, bringing it back to the base, and we managed to fucking score the 5th cap to tie it. And there's like literally 60 seconds left, or
all
less.
In 1 minute,
like all in 1 minute. And I'm like, don't give up, we can cap this. And I think it spawned on I think by RPG maybe, and somehow we managed to just fucking.
It spawned bottom, didn't it? I think.
You might be right. Maybe it spawned at Hammer to get the 5th cap, maybe.
Yeah, the 5th cap was
or by RPG. Yeah, or I don't remember. But like literally a minute left. I was like, don't give up, we can cap this. And I think we killed 2 of them, and then we chained the idol a bunch, and then I think Jimmy, didn't you like spawn in like green base, like right as I was like about to throw it in there? It was like perfect, because like we had con top green, and then I was throwing the idol into the base from bottom, and Jimmy spawned right in there. I was like, oh, this is perfect, and we capped like 20 seconds left or some shit. It was a super clutch ending.
Oh yeah. 3-0 closing it out. Yeah, so the finals. So this was a continuation of the winner bracket finals. So KP got to start 3-1 up, and the series starts with what would have been map 5 of the winner bracket finals, so a plunder game. And I mean,
let's just talk about this map by map.
Yeah, so it's I mean, we kind of alluded to it and talking about some earlier rounds, talking about the winner bracket finals, but came out super fucking hot. This might be the biggest like blowout I've ever seen against KP. 6-1.
Especially on plunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be their mode.
The boys did wake up.
Yeah, what I'm not gonna say it.
It started when like we lost to KP. Like everybody was kind of like I said before, it was a reality check.
Crowning KP like preemptively. A lot of people.
Yeah, well, you could see it in the matches even versus Fox. Like the development, just the difference between when they played KP to when they played Fox. They already improved a ton. And then going into this match, like losing wasn't an option, and everyone was on board with that. So when they started that Temple match, you could see it right off rip that They were in it to win it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It definitely got my back up a little bit, you know, when obviously I wasn't playing, but as a team we lost, and like seeing all the comments and everything, and hearing about the Latin chat and everyone getting mocked and everything, and then to top it all off, just before we started the game, you see a poll in your stream, and it's like 70. I think eventually it went to 79%, but like 76% of people said it's a win, like guaranteed, like that. That to me is crazy. Like, you know, like that just put my back up even more. I was like, fuck this. I mean, it started when I was watching the the first series, and I was like, oh shit, I've got some work to do when I get back. You know, like this. But then it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever watched it, but like Muhammad Ali, when he talked to Mike Tyson, he's like, when I get big, I'm gonna get him for you. It kind of felt like that. It's like,
hell
oh,
yeah.
I
That's
felt
awesome.
like, don't worry, boys, I'm coming back. We're gonna win this.
Fuck,
But like, there was,
yeah.
I think everyone in their head going into this had it in their mind, like there was no other question than a 5-0. Like, we didn't want to drop a map at all. So that was like the mentality going in. And then, yeah, just like the plunder was just like, we have actually beat them quite bad before in plunder without Wampa, that is. But in a 3v3, we have played them before, and we have beat them quite bad in plunder. So it's not out of the realms of possibility. But having said that, with Wampa in a 4v4 is like, it's an ask to 6-1 KP on any map.
Yeah, no, it's never, well, today it hasn't happened in any tournament match, including UCL ladders, I don't think, besides maybe 3v3 stuff. But yeah, it's rare to see them drop a plunder, period, let alone 6-1.
And we also, like, obviously none of us, to my knowledge, apart from Bosna, maybe understand Spanish, but we sort of gathered that KP are like a momentum team. So like going into that finals, like we knew we can't let them, even if it was a close game, like I think like that's enough for them to think like, okay, we choked, but it's close, or we got a load of kills and we outslayed them. Like, you can't let them in at all in any way. So that was kind of like the mutual understanding. And then I just feel like we played it pretty well in terms of like chaining the idol, and Bosner and Khan's like slayed a lot. I think I got quite a few caps, I think. So I think that like the positioning me and Randy had in that map, and then combined with Bosnat and Khan like going off, like it worked pretty well, I think.
Yeah,
we just seemed to click.
2 caps for you, 2 caps by RaNDiM, 2 caps by Khan. So
yeah,
team effort.
Yeah, we came out hot as fuck. Like, even now in hindsight, I'm still like kind of shocked at how fucking well we were doing. Like, that match was absolutely a statement for the whole series. Like we came out with a message to send, like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
We are not out.
Hell yeah.
We have a chance. Yeah. So
79% my ass.
Like, and not only was it 6-1, but it was 6-1 in like 7 or 8 minutes. Like it was so fast. Like, we neither team got to 50 kills. It was 48-37 in slaying, and that never happens in plunder. I'd be curious to check like other like UCL matches to see like what the lowest amount of kill was, and at least in 2 teams that were equally matched. Because that was a landslide. I remember like playing it, and like, around the time we scored probably our 4th cap, and I was like, okay, this is great, but when's KP gonna come back? Like, surely they're gonna go on a run, they're gonna score 2 or 3, and it's gonna be close as shit. Like, these guys are amazing at plunder. Like, when are they gonna do something? But we were just that on fire that map that they just never really had a chance.
I will say though, just as a side note, like I do feel like KP as a team have changed like the objective scene in this game completely. Like, I feel like every single team that plays now has more or less took things from KP's way of doing things in plunder and objective. So just to give them their flowers there, like we did prepare like diligently for this series. It wasn't just like we turned up like the last one. It was like this series, like we got on and scrimmed, I think it was a 3 week. I think it was 3 weeks, wasn't it, or 2 weeks? Was
Yeah,
it?
it was 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. So like in those 3 weeks, we did get on, we did practice, we did go over it. But yeah, it wasn't like, just turn up like the last one. But we definitely did take things away from that. It wasn't just like, oh, okay, we're just gonna try them again with like a different player. Like the whole team was talking about different things.
Hell yeah. Well then, map 2, it's carried over because you guys at one point, I mean, it was pretty dominant from the jump. I think you guys were up 130 at one point.
Yeah.
And this is the first little bit of fight we saw out of KP came at that point where I think it was like 400 to 270 or 300 to 170.
I think it was 300 to 150.
Yeah. And finally, KP got a little bit of momentum and held a pretty decent triple or 2 in neutral for about a solid minute. And
yeah, that was concerning.
Yeah. They were
like you don't realize it because I've watched this whole thing like probably about 3 or 4 times now, but until you start speeding it up, you don't realize just how quickly they clawed back that lead that we'd built up. Because like in the moment, you don't think about it. You just think like, right, we got to get here, we got to get there. But like meanwhile, in the background, like they've got like 2 or 3 flags, and like it's stacking up, and we're just sort of like losing gunfights. And like I think they know exactly where they are with the score. You know, like they do pretty well under pressure. But again, it comes down to what I said to you earlier, Thugs. I think KP are a very good like on the fly sort of team. Like, if they landed on a fucking desert island and they had to like fight their way there, they'd be great at that, because it's just like they don't seem to have, apart from maybe Luca likes going to shotgun a lot, I've noticed, when he plays Sanctuary, but like they just seem to have like a constant on the fly setup, and like every time you spawn, they're in a slightly different spot. They're never like, and they're in Pistole, but they're like hanging off a ledge, or they're like they've swapped sides, or they're like dropping down from the grenades in the mid map. Like they're never stationary on Pistole or on 3. They'd like the cat 1, then they climb up the bell tower, and it's just, to be honest, it's a fucking nightmare trying to contain them or work out where they are. So like part of the, I won't give away too much, but like the part of the strategy was like getting intel on them all the time. But again, like there was a lot of times where when they started getting close, like we had to sort of like play together a lot more. Like I was comfortably at one point up on shotgun, and I noticed it started going wrong a little bit, and I was kind of just like, I'm gonna have to fucking move, because if I just stay up here the whole game, like it's all good and well having 1, but we need more than 1. So that was kind of where I just decided to make the move and like just start roaming around the map a bit more.
Yeah. But that being said, they clawed it back. I think it was like I don't remember exactly how much. I want to say like maybe a difference of like 30 points or something. So they got a solid like 100
Yeah, it was
back.
very close.
But yeah, you guys responded and retook control in the last couple minutes of the game, and ended up being 50.
Yeah, I think we took turns triple capping each other, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so closed it out then to go basically 2 up in the grand finals portion, but overall to even the series. So at this point it was 0-0, anyone's game. And if I could, because I picked KP on the final stream because I thought maps were going to go kind of back and forth, and I think the 3-1 advantage, to be able to start with that, like I figured KP are such a strong team, you can't just give them a 2-game head start and feel too good about winning. But that being said, I mean, 3-3 just like that with 2 pretty resounding wins. And yeah, if at that point I could have swapped my pick, I would have been like, oh yeah, now it's done.
I mean, I don't know about Randy, but like obviously we had a five game deficit, really, didn't we? Like we had to like try and win 5 on the bounce, but like I never really at any point thought like you know, what you've just said, like, oh, if we bring it back now, we're tied, and then if we get one more, then you know we're up one. Like, I never really thought about it like that. I just kind of
I was
I
just
was
focused
like,
on the
win
fifth
every
game the whole time. Yeah,
like win every
win
fucking map,
everything,
and then just worry about it afterwards. Because like I didn't realize how tunnel visioned I was on it until I started looking at all the scores on it. Because you know you don't realize just how close they were to making that a completely different series.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so then it was Village TDM, and the train just kept on fucking rolling. Not a really close game, this one either, 50-36. And this officially gave you the lead in the whole series overall. I don't know what to say except y'all were frying. I guess I will say, like, this is kind of uncharacteristic of KP. Only 7 assists in the whole game. Like, usually they have at least one player with 7 assists. So maybe a bit shaken up at this point after just dropping two maps.
Definitely.
Yeah, how'd this one feel for you guys, the Village DDM?
Yeah, it was a pretty like, I mean the thing is with them again, like with how they play, you don't really want to play like like somewhere like what would be a bad like well Sanctuary obviously would be a bad TDM map to play him in, but like Village, where can they really go? They can only go like Deagle/GAU, their top or bottom, or the Hammer. Like so that's 4 places on the map where they can be. So that's 4 obviously broad call outs. So obviously there's more detailed ones, but like the thought process was like cutting them off is going to be a lot easier. So hence the suggestion for Village. And then every time we played them on Village, like it does seem to suit Khan and Bosner as well, like with how aggressive they play. So obviously Temple, we are good on that, and I think potentially, you know, with a different set of Odyssey players, it would have been a solid pick as well. But I think for the 4 that we had, or the 4 that we picked, you know, like I'd say, like if it was Monster, Randy, Bosna, Khan, I think Temple like all day long. But I don't know what it is about KP, but they, like Randy touched on earlier, they always seem to like get in places that other players don't seem to get to, and just with the amount of double teaming and everything they do, I just feel like Village is a lot easier to contain them in set areas for me personally. So it seemed to work pretty well.
I think because of their experience and like the history that they have playing together, their chemistry, that's how they're able to like slide into those positions that you wouldn't expect because they have the confidence to push.
Yeah, and they're used to Uncharted 3 with sprint. They just be fucking running out there.
Yeah,
they probably feel like they're playing slow.
They
but
see the game in slow motion.
For Uncharted 2 comparison, they play fast.
Hell yeah. Yeah, also shout out to Gitamax stepping in here. Really good game, 12-7.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He did really good.
Ginna's been a stud the entire season though. I mean, it was a great pickup for our team, and he instantly meshed because I mean, we were a team even before Odyssey. Like in the inception of Odyssey, it was me, him, Wesker, RaNDiM, and Wezzy, and Slick Kid.
Yeah.
We were our own little squad, just doing something fun until we like got close with Sky and Bosna was there, and then Bosna wanted to come play with us, so we all just made a new team.
Yeah,
and that's how Odyssey was born. But like we have a history with Ginna, and it's just great having him on the team.
Facts.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Even better not playing against him.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I definitely felt confident picking Village, because you know, we've talked about even in the last tournament recap that TDM is probably their weakest game mode and their least experienced game mode. And Village is a map where it's very hard to incorporate structure to it. You know, like Temple, you hold Catwalk, Plaza, you hold the middle. You know, but Village is like it's so fast paced and it's so chaotic that it's hard to get that structure. And I feel like taking that structure away from them and on top of it being the worst game mode was the best plan of action. And yeah, it ended up working because we fucking cooked them. I wasn't there, but they cooked them.
So I feel like it's easy to break that, that on the fly setup they do, like what I mentioned earlier. Like I feel like it's a lot easier to break that on Village than it would be on a map like Temple, which is a lot more symmetrical.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot more balanced, I would say, than perhaps Village is. But I don't know, like with KP, like structure, yes, maybe, but I feel it's just we know where they're going to be. We know where we need to put ourselves to trap them in certain places.
Yeah.
With certain stuff we started introducing, like calling out crosses and everything, it's easy to divide the map up, and it just didn't really seem to go their way very well on Village TDM.
I just don't think that they really had a game plan for Village at all. It's like it was between either Village or Temple, and like Temple is, besides Plaza, which we couldn't pick, Temple is probably their most practiced TDM map because it's everybody's most played TDM map. So I feel like getting them out of their comfort zone on Village was definitely the play, and it worked out.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, then. So yeah, that puts Odyssey in the lead, 4-3 in the series, and then we have the Trainwreck Blender.
God.
Quick recap, because this was a doozy, if I do say so myself. So KP go up 1-0, and I believe that was like, how long was that? I think that was like
4 or 5 minutes in.
Yeah, like 4 minutes in, and then restart. So they get the free reset, get Luca back in, and then after about 9 minutes into second round, Luca Dreams disconnects again. Basically, according to the rules, what's supposed to happen here is KP backed out and get a free reset that first time, but player disconnects, especially the same player, they disconnect, just finish it 4v3. There's only a few minutes left in the game. KP up 4-1. They just have to defend it, just have to hold it down. But Alan Tane, understandably to an extent, didn't know the rules like the back of his hand, didn't know them offhand, so he thought back out and get the player back in and finish it 4v4. So that's not how the rules are. If you're having persistent connection issues, you just finish the game. The player is not able to stay in the match. So we told them to go back in and finish just finish it 3v4s, just a few minutes. KP start up 3 caps. So it sucks. Very difficult to play any kind of defense 3v4, but to their credit, they were able to hold it to just a tie. A lot of people were thinking like, oh, it's just a free win, like Odyssey are just going to roll them now.
Yeah, which it wasn't.
Yeah, especially with the 3
cap
difference.
But we did not win.
So yeah, that forced it into an overtime, and the game is back on 4v4, and that is where Odyssey took it 2-1 in the overtime. KP actually got the first cap in that OT. So yeah, a bit of a tragic loss in that one. Slipped away, and I understand being upset, especially grand finals. Emotions are high, and I'm not going to say that playing 3v4 doesn't suck, but it also sucks to have to reset the map a third time.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
take away our access to RPG the entire game.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that is another little thing. I don't think it's like,
it's something
like a game changer
definitely
thing.
would have helped.
Yeah, RPG spawns in, I think, like 6 or 7 minutes into the game. And so Odyssey basically never got to use that advantage from Hero's side of RPG. But it is what it is. It came down to 4v4 overtime, and you guys sealed the deal. I don't blame KP for being upset at all, but
I don't either. We would have been upset too. roles were reversed. But
I mean, just one thing, like on it, like I do understand why they're upset, but the confusion behind us scumbagging them, like at no point did anyone in the Discord say, "Let yo, let's just take the fucking win." Like none of us are like that anyway. So like,
yeah,
we the whole thing why we were annoyed is because like, okay, fair enough, it happens once. They're from Chile or whatever they are, like it happens, yeah. But then it happens twice, and then you back out. It's kind of just like, well, come on, like you just like, I would personally think, this is not even me being biased because this has happened to me, but like if someone disconnects and the other team agreed to restart the map, okay, sound, like, you know, I've got away with it this time, but like, you know, that was lucky. It happens twice, I'd think, oh, we're fucked. Like, and that is the case for any single competitive website you play on, no matter what you play on. If you disconnect, you forfeit the map. Like that's categoric, yeah. And I know we had this back and forth discussion. I'm not going to go into it on your Discord, but like for them to expect like just to
a third free
carry
reset.
on, not just replay, but like carry on where they left off after disconnecting, disrupting set like 4 of the players, match. Like that's, in my opinion, that's quite brazen and that's quite bold for them to expect us just to be absolutely fine with resetting the map. And I know they said, oh well, we would do the same thing for you, but given the run we're on and the momentum we're on, I'm not by any means saying that we would have definitely won that map had it have continued without him disconnecting, because it wasn't looking the best. But having said that, both times that they disconnected, we were about to cap or very near capping. And both times
we were in control of the idol both times.
Yeah, and we had power weapons and everything. So like, it's ifs and buts and pots and pans, but like it's what way do you look at it? I don't know. And also, like, not trying to be like Mr. Perfect here, but when you play a tournament, like I touched on in your Discord, you play by the tournament host's rules. You don't just invent the rules. You don't. Essentially, what they're trying to do is, if anyone watches COD that's watching this video, is invent a gentleman's agreement on the spot, and you can't do that in a tournament. That's just not how it works in any tournament, online tournament. Like, that's just
You at least can't be too upset if you're trying to negotiate and the other team is like, no, let's play by the rules. Because this is something that I said in the finals, and just to like clear the air on this, because I think there may have been some misconception. With my guy, shout out Infinite Gnome. But he said like Odyssey just taking the win. Like, just to be clear, it's not up to Odyssey, and it never was. The only like confusion there was KP insisting to just keep going 4v4 and expecting to just like bend that rule, but basically the same way with the Sanctuary TDM, that even though Fox like won soundly in overtime, the settings weren't correct. So I told them like, tough shit, you have to reset. And KP were just being super generous and said like, no, we're hosting the game. We'll take the L, we'll forfeit since we were the host and we set up the rules wrong. We'll just move on to the next game. Totally respect that. Super honorable, but I don't expect even most teams to do that. And I certainly don't think teams should be obliged or like bullied into doing something like that, like, or shamed of just playing the rules that I wrote, because basically I would have said you have to play 3v4. If Odyssey don't do this, you forfeit the map, go into the next game. So basically, it was a chance for like, either I'm forcing Odyssey to forfeit, or they play the 4v3 and KP have a chance to defend their lead or take it to overtime like they did and finish it 4v4, which...
And can I, like, so, like in the Fox versus KP thing, you were adamant then. You were like, you stick by the rules. This is the rules. This is how it works. Yeah, like, obviously it wasn't around disconnects, but it was about the rules, right? So had we have done what they agreed to do, right, I'm not saying you would have, but if it was another tournament host, how do I know that if I tell my whole team like I'll just back out and let's play by like the rules that are agreed between us? Like you just don't do that. You never do that. Like it's not about scumbagging them, because like if we're talking about scumbagging them, like Infinite Num mentioned, then Bosna would have had a field day on Luca, because like a few times you could argue he was lagging almost so bad where he was skipping frames in the finals, and we never scumbagged them then, did we? So and the stream's up on YouTube and everything. So like at no point was scumbagging them ever mentioned. It was purely the fact that they completely ruined any sort of momentum we tried to get going in a series that we were really like winning quite not comfortably, I don't know, but we were winning it quite well. So there was never a point where we were going to be like, oh, we've lost the map. So with that being said, you know, that's a bit unfair for them to kind of assume that. However, I will say, like in hindsight, like Alan was very cool about it and whatever. I know they made jokes about 3v4 and blah blah blah, but
they were
not,
cool about it.
I think it's probably a little bit of inexperience on their side with playing finals or any tournaments for that matter with rules. You know, because across any other game, you just don't do that.
There hasn't been like a tournament host like really organizing things strictly on Uncharted 3, which is their like primary game, and so it could be just a little bit of shock of like, wait, he's like, the rules are like standing, you know, because that's a little bit unusual. But to be fair, I felt like
with a certain DBX host.
I feel like I set the precedent in the Sanctuary TDM. Like that should have indicated like this is how it's gonna be. Like that, you know.
And my thing is like, if we really wanted to scumbag them, like if you read the exact rule, it says if the host disconnects during a continuation, the map is automatically forfeited regardless of the score. And the host did disconnect. It was intentional, but still, the host ended the match. The host
you
disconnected.
Could have tried
That's what it
to
says.
get them on the
so
technicality.
we could have argued like, no, fuck this. We're taking the free win. Like, fuck you. Just give us the free win. We don't even want to give them a chance. But no, we didn't even talk about that amongst ourselves at all. Like the thought never crossed our minds.
In which case I would have been defending KP in that alternate universe too.
Like we the whole time we were like, we're just gonna do whatever Thug says. Like if he tells us to replay 4v4, if he tells us to replay 4v3, if he just says it's a, you know, whatever Thug says we will do. Like we don't care. We're just gonna listen to Thugs. And so we were happy with the 4v3. Like, we'll give them a fighting chance. Like, I mean, they easily could have fucking held us off. Like, I think we got the final cap with like 30 seconds left. They're like 30 seconds better than fucking, then, you know, they win that map. But
And to top it off too, like you guys brought it back to a tie and then had to play overtime. And you played overtime 4v4. So like,
so it was fair in the end.
Anyone arguing the fact, like, KP are an amazing team, and like just taking out of it, like if you just put two random teams against each other and it went to overtime like that, like the team won in overtime, and it's just end of story right there. It's not.
I made this exact same argument with not the exact same, but when Odyssey kind of got screwed over by a bad spawn in Fort overtime. No, it's just like, look, it was 4v4. Like, you can't blame it. Like, watch the spawn. Like, be aware of it. Like, I don't know what to say. It was 4v4, and they got the first cap, and those are the rules, and it's done. And Bosna was pissed, but, like, fuck it. Next map.
That's just how it goes. Sometimes it breaks your way, and sometimes it doesn't. And
it's just part of the draw, man.
It went to overtime. Odyssey clutched up, got 2 caps, 1 overtime, and that's it. The map's over.
Like, and like, you know, like fucking, like people were complaining about the results of that match as if like it was the final game of the series. But like if you take a step back and look at the whole thing, like even if you give them that map, the series was still 4-1. Like I feel like it would have been extremely improbable and unlikely for them to come back and win being down 4-1 when we only needed one more win and they needed 2, and we were as on fire as we were. And so, like, if you want to say that, they could have beat the improbable odds and came back and win, even when they were, they were so far down. Then if you want to say that about them, then you also have to say that about us for the rest of the 5 minutes of that train wreck game where they backed out. Like, we could have come back from improbable odds and scored 3 caps to tie it, to take it to overtime 4v4 or 4v3 if they had not backed out. So like, it's fucking, it's a wash either way. Anyway, let's move on.
That being said, in the end, it was decided 4v4, and Odyssey finished it. And that was it. No, I'll just say, like, I'm open to changing rules or whatever, and we've had a good long discussion in my admin chat. But we talk about rules between tournaments. We're not making them up in the middle of the series, in the middle of the grand finals. We're not, playing fucking fast and loose and, erasing and rewriting something because, like, based on vibes. Like, if it was a bad rule, then, like, we'll fix it for the next event, and that's a discussion we'll have. But it is what it is, and you guys earned it in overtime. So then it finished Fort Turf War. Another one that was a pretty comfortable lead throughout. And KP had a good little run in the last few minutes and actually took, I think, almost a 20-point lead.
Yeah, I must say they were winning, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, this was crazy. This was a crazy map. When you look at it and you take yourself out of
the
it,
slaying difference too. 20 kill difference, and they put up a hell of a fight, especially in that little run they went on.
Did they outslay us in that?
No,
No,
they were
we
down
outplayed
20.
Oh, we outplayed them.
something,
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to them. Like, it would be very easy to, like, get so demoralized and just roll over in the Fort Turf War. But you have to give them credit. They still put up a fight, but in the end, kind of like Sanctuary, they had their momentum, and you guys responded to seal it. So yeah.
Well, it literally come down to the last little wire, but like that Fort Turf War felt exactly the same as the one against Fox, where
I was thinking that too.
we had like good map control. It went well in the start. Like off the break, we did well, and then all of a sudden, like we got fucked by split spawns again, and like they just started like just getting everywhere on the map, and for a while there it was just like spawn, trade, spawn, die. It wasn't like it was hard to get in a rhythm, but the only thing when that started happening was I was more concerned about the actual points themselves. So I started, like, when that was happening, I was like, I dropped down to 1 more, because I was like, well, they're up there fucking about doing that. I'm just going to go down to here, even if I step on it and neutralize it.
Yeah.
It's still like I was more objective focused on that rather than trying to engage in gunfights with them. Because like you literally cap one against them, you'll have it for like 10, 15. This is how long you have it for, like 15 seconds. You turn around, like I remember I capped one, jumped up to shotgun, and by the time I got to shotgun, someone was already on one.
Yeah.
And it's like, at that point, do I even
Go
get
back,
attached to it and think, fuck it, I'm gonna go back and fight him, or should I just go on to the next one? But in my head, like I'm just thinking, go on to the next one, because like I'm pretty sure there is some sort of math behind that decision making process, but I think you are better off just going for the next zone rather than trying to get engaged in a gunfight whilst and take you. It's more of a probability game mode, Turf War, in my opinion. Like, what's the probability of you killing him and capping it, or what? You always play the less higher stake in whatever you're doing. So, but yeah, man, they played it really well.
Yeah, I remember the score being like 350 to like 300 or something, maybe. And like we had, I think, one zone. I think we each had a zone, and then the other one was neutral or something. And like I remember just dive bombing the one hill that they had. I was like, if I could just neutralize this, then they're not going to get any points, and we're just going to slowly tick up and up and up. And then I think I did that one, and then I think they capped the bottom one, and I just jumped down to neutralize that one. I'm just like, I don't even care if I die. I'm just going to try to neutralize so that they don't get points. As long as we hold one zone, we will win. And it worked out. It was a really fun match. It's a really fun match.
The kamikaze strat. I know it
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But like
I
I
think
feel like that
eventually-
worked pretty well because me and you both had fouls, didn't we, most of the game?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
Osner and Khan were just like making so much noise that it was
Mhm.
quite easy to like pick them off or make them weak when they were looking at them too.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Khan,
Anchor and a
26,
rusher.
26 and 16 in the closeout game.
Yeah, he went
Rugged.
off.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. Yeah, so it was a continuation best of 11, first to 6 wins, and that was map 5, and that did it. Not a single fucking map dropped.
Yeah, boy.
Holy shit. It's funny because it gives me a little bit of TDT flashbacks, especially when after it was all said and done, RaNDiM tells me, he's like, your finals commentary is kind of boring. Like, I'm not gonna. I was like, it was kind of funny. There's
they
like,
sounded so bored, bro.
there wasn't that much fight. I mean, KP had their moments, like we said on both turf wars, but like, shit, it was just like, well, Odyssey's winning, and they're winning gunfights, and now they're winning more gunfights, and they just won that engagement, and now they win those gunfights, and now they're capping. It's just like, it's, I mean, like 5-0, like, I mean, it's
Given how
super,
far we were down, though, y'all should have been more hype.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all
okay.
all had money on KP. We
Yeah.
know. Fucking
Well,
bitches.
The fix was in. Everybody was betting on KP.
Yeah, bro.
That's so funny, man. Yeah, but I mean, giving me flashbacks of the fucking how many was it 1 or 2 finals, Monster, you would remember, where it was just a 4-0. None of the maps were even back in the TDM days. I don't even know if there was a 50-40. There were like multiple series.
Wasn't that all of them?
There were definitely close series.
except for
like
OMG.
OMG
And
Pro in
and
the
Pro.
semifinal. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Besides that,
there were some teams that showed up a little bit, but for the most part,
the
like,
14 other ones.
yeah, you guys like 4-0'd G4S, then 4-0'd Pro and 1.5, then 3-0'd 3S3. It's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, what is happening? This shit sucks to watch. Like, somebody do something.
Yeah.
Finals, like
Fucking
every
hell.
team I've been on, like TDT and now Odyssey, like we've just been locked in.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Your
like,
best series is the finals.
It's an entirely different atmosphere, and I think that this team and the one I had before, we had the most experience in that atmosphere that a lot of teams don't.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
like you bring that to the table, and you just know what to expect. You are able to calm the nerves because there are nerves, and like
Absolutely.
anyone who's even played a tournament match know that there are nerves that come along with it.
You could definitely tell that there were a ton of nerves, and when we watched Void play LGDS, like, and that was just fucking losers bracket round 1, you know. So imagine the finals.
The most nervous I've ever been was against OMG because that was like the team that like I looked up to when I started playing, you know. And then like here they are right in front of me, and then we got cooked in the beginning. We're because of nerves. Like we were so like it was almost like an out of body experience, and I feel like teams that don't have that experience like nowadays, like it can be overwhelming, but Odyssey is one of the teams that we feed off of it. Like we look forward to that feeling.
Yeah.
And we definitely excel in those situations.
Yeah, I would definitely, I would probably say that this might be like our most impressive win because we were down so bad in the beginning. Like my like the first fucking Temple game, like Temple Plunder, like I don't know why, but for the first time in my life, like my playing Uncharted, my heart was fucking pounding, bro. During like even though we were cooking them, bro, my heart was pounding, and I think it was just because like I realized that the stakes were so high, like we were down so bad, we needed to come out super fucking hot. Yeah, the adrenaline was just fucking pumping, and like it was definitely different. I think like this series in particular was, at least for me, was different from a lot of others because like I feel like most times, like when we win a map, it's like, all right, bet, cool, let's move on to the next one and win that one. But for this one, like I was, after every single map win, I was so hyped. Like I was like, let's fucking go. Like that's how you do it, you know? It's like each map was so important, and
it was really meaningful. It was dope.
Hell yeah.
Like you could tell you guys just kept pushing the gas pedal down too. Like
Yeah.
you didn't win a map and then like sit back and be like, all right, you know,
Yep.
like business as usual over here.
Yeah.
No, like you're like, all right, next.
Yeah.
Like
we're
let's go.
seeing red.
Winning each map was like the same feeling as winning the whole thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
normally you don't get that hype until the end, but I got that hype after every match. It was dope.
Fuck yeah. This a thought that I had, and I guess you guys could tell me, well, at least RaNDiM and Monster could tell me if you agree. I felt like watching this was the highest heights that Odyssey have reached on Reloaded. Like since the 2019, like what 4-0ing 1-3-7, and yeah, like how well you guys played in that first one. I don't know if you'd agree that this is again like the highest level you guys have been performing
In Reloaded.
for Reloaded.
Yeah, in Reloaded, I would say for sure.
I mean, I could agree with that. I mean, this team has always performed at a high level, so it's hard to like compare. You know what I'm saying? And every tournament win is unique in its own way, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's really hard to say like this is the highest point because, I mean, every single time like it feels like it is. You know,
the pinnacle.
And it could just be could be recency bias. You know, but. I think overall, like this team played phenomenal in the finals. Like it shows 5-0. I mean, from a team that was literally fighting from their backs to winning the series, like undeniably winning the series. It's just incredible, and every single player on this team is just amazing.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, shit. Congratulations, champs. 46, 45 time champion Monster. What is it? 4 or 5 times for you, RaNDiM? And yeah. And fucking Drkforcast. Finally getting one for Uncharted 2. And we'll talk about this in your first goddamn Uncharted 2 tournament. I think that is only Sergio Pro did it in his first tournament, obviously, because it was the first one in 2011. Did Glock play in any tournament shit before the OMG one, Monster? Did he play in the 20 Legends thing or something?
Yeah, he played with Kojad.
Gotcha.
It was him, Kojad, I think Mielno and Gerzenio PL or something.
Gotcha. Well, shit. Sergio Pro 13 and Drkforcast, the only 2 players to win an MVP in their debut. That's where we're pivoting the awards. Drkforcast, we've already told you. You've already been notified, but this is the official announcement that the MVP is going to Drkforcast from Odyssey. Let's fucking go!
Let's go! Well deserved, man. Well fucking deserved. Definitely couldn't have done it without you.
Hell yeah! Just to fucking lay it on thick here. 16.33 kills per game. I have the stats. 4.13 assists per game, not 14.1. Over. This is crazy. This motherfucker. First of all, let me just double check to make sure I'm not fucking crazy here. You are the highest KD in the tournament and the most plunder captures per game in the tournament. It's fucking wild.
Jesus Christ.
Gotta get that idol, boy.
Over 2 plunder caps per game and leading the way in KD at 1.37, which in an OBJ era is like, you gotta put a premium on that shit. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's incredible. So yeah, the 2025 tournament, I was losing sleep over who I was gonna go with for MVP. It was so close. But I appreciate you making this decision easy. What a fucking debut! Goddamn, man. Love to see it.
Thank you.
Speech.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was just like, obviously, when I first come back, I hadn't really played any games for a few years, and then obviously I got told about reloaded and whatever. So I come back, Titan was on. We played obviously Void. It was a bit like hit and miss. Obviously, we got smoked quite a bit by the boys here.
Yeah.
And then, like, honestly, I don't like competing unless I'm either the best or playing with the best. So I was like, I had too much pride to ask like Monster or Randy or even Bosna. I didn't really know Bosna that well, but we knew of each other.
Yeah.
But obviously the only one I really knew was Monster. But I didn't really want to ask him because I already seen like they had like a fucking stack lineup, and I didn't really think I'd get game time. I thought it'd just be like, just playing just to be on the team. But yeah, to my surprise, obviously Bosna got in touch and then asked me to join. And then Matty stopped playing after the last tournament they played. So I was like, fucking hell, big shoes to fill here. But like, yeah, it just kind of all panned out well. Obviously at the start, it was like, you kind of realize, don't you? Like you're not really trying to fill anyone's shoes. You just got to kind of find your way within the team. And like after a few matches, that become really easy to do. And then these are obviously like probably like the best players I've ever played with. Monster I played with and against for years. Randy I've never really got to play against a ton, but I've played against him in other Uncharteds before. Bosna a little bit, Khan never, Wheezy obviously a little bit. But yeah, man, it was really exactly what I expected, to be fair. Like you can't really ask any more, and obviously I wouldn't be able to play at the level I'm playing at unless I was playing alongside these guys. So as much as it's an award for me, it's not possible without the team. So
Oh yeah, brother.
shout out to everybody on Odyssey.
Well said. Very well said.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah. Let's so I guess we'll go into some of these other awards, but I'm realizing off the top I didn't get to ask you and I intended to. So we just kind of jumped right into it. So that's my bad. But do you want to, since we're here talking about your debut in an Uncharted 2 tournament, fucking MVP performance, I am curious because you're basically Drkforcast to me is a fucking squeaky little kid back in 2011 who isn't that great. He's just pretty good. And I played against him a few times. Played against him and Infamous and a bunch of people, Dan the Child and US Adman and Atif.
Yeah, all the EU people, yeah.
Yeah. Playing against that crowd. And so, it's so funny when we're on Reloaded and Infamous tells me, he's like, oh, Drkforcast coming back to the game. I'm thinking like, I remember that kid, yeah. And he was like, we could get him on pro, and I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I want to see him play. Like, is he good? Well, here we are now. But shit, yeah. If you want to talk about what the fuck did I miss between 2011 and today? What the fuck happened?
Well, I suppose like when I first played the game, I had gun skill. Like Titan found me when I was a pub scrub. Like I don't know if anyone knows this, but I found Titan in a pub when I knew literally nobody, and I'd only just got on the game. I think I was like a level 30 or 40. And I ran into Titan in a pub, and he was on the other team, and he was cooking me. And then I think I added him, and then I got playing with him, and then eventually, like after a few weeks or whatever, I got into scrims with him, and then got a taste for it a little bit, but obviously still getting smoked. Probably then a few months later, I probably played against you. Can't actually remember now, but like yeah, obviously I did. But yeah, like I always had gun skill, I suppose, and I always wanted to be part of a good team, but obviously being an 11-year-old kid from the UK with that annoying accent is not ideal for like a lot of the time back then. It was like Americans, like Monster knows all too well, Randy, obviously yourself, Thugs, but like Americans basically ran that shit back in the day. So like if you wanted to play with the best, you had to play with Americans. So after Titan used to get off, I used to stay on. I met some people in Two Fly, so it's like the Legacy 916. I remember who else was on it. His brother. I can't remember his brother's gamer tag. Can you, Monster? What Legacy's brother was? Yeah. His sister as well. They played, so it was like a trio of like a family played together. Played with them. Danny Pro. all them people, but never really like stood out. It was always just like, yeah, when Monster left to do his thing with TDT, I sort of stayed with them, and then went to Uncharted 4, and then pretty much from like age like 16 onwards, that's when I got like better at games because I already knew how to shoot a gun. It was just like getting exposure to what I call like the celebs of Uncharted, because like this game has always been like knowledge is held at the top of the game. Like, you know, like Odyssey now possess like the best minds in Uncharted, but that knowledge is accumulated from like Monster going off playing with different players, Randy going off playing with different players, like, and it's an accumulation of it all. So you don't really get access to that, to answer your question, when you're 11 playing Uncharted. You only get it when people are like, okay, he's good, I'll give him a try, and then you sort of bounce from one team and slowly like work your way up a little bit. But shout out as well to Scrub Central, because I don't think without them I'd be the player I am now, because they're a Last of Us team, but we also played like Fortnite, we played Star Wars, Ghost Recon, PUBG, Warzone, Battlefield, and like obviously I was playing comp in all of those as well. So it wasn't just Uncharted, it was like I picked up a bit from every game, and obviously my time with them, and then getting to play with a lot of the Destiny kids as well, like Triple and all them. I learned quite a bit from them for the few months I got to play with them. Yeah, I just think over time you just mature as a player, don't you? Like you learn about monitors. Like Scrub Central told me, like go and get a monitor. Bought one of them. Obviously, it's you don't have a delay anymore. You get a pair of headphones. Everybody knows. Like I'm a sound whore now. Yeah, it's just like loads of little things. You just polish up little things that are potential weak spots, and then obviously as a player, you just sort of improve, don't you? Like I'm more receptive to things, like communication. Like that was a thing I learned in Uncharted 4. Yeah, it just happens. It's just a natural sort of thing. But like I can understand, like it's definitely like quite a drastic difference from me as a squeaker to me now. But it wasn't just like I just randomly come back and it all happened. Like it was me just playing with a lot of different teams and picking up a lot, because I've always been like very receptive to feedback, I would say, and like I'm a bit of a student of things, so I'll go through, like even when I used to get smoked by Monster, like he's been humble now, but when I used to play back then, I used to be part of his firing line. So like he would load up with TDT and fucking I'd be one of the randoms that joined the scrims, and he would just fucking smoke me all night, me and whoever else it was. And then I don't even know why, but I used to go back and save the cinemas and just like watch what they were doing. And then like any little, like even against any teams I played against, I'd go back and save the cinemas. I studied. Funny enough, you mentioned Sergio Pro. I used to study his movement and how he got across the map so fast, because I thought his movement looked really cool. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's funny is that pretty sure before I ever even played with you on Reloaded, like when you like just first came back, I was talking to Titan, and Titan told me that you said that that you thought that if you played this game now with all the knowledge and experience that you gain from like other Uncharted and other games, that you thought that you would be that you could be one of the top players in the game, and that ended up being true. So hell yeah, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
Prophetic.
Yes.
No. Well, shit. Well deserved, man. MVP. We're gonna go through some awards. It won't take too long, but we'll go from the bottom to the top. So we've already got MVP out of the way, but we're gonna go through similar to how we did the 2025 tournament. The all Uncharted teams. We'll go through breakout team, breakout player, finals MVP, MVP runner-up. Yeah, starting with third team. I went for Patrick and Luca Dreams from KP, and Second Legend and Chinese from Fox. So yeah, congratulations to all those guys. Some notable things. Chinese in this whole team. 1.14 KD, super strong, always really good, especially TDM player. Like we mentioned, the 19-5 on a Plaza TDM. So that is the biggest kill differential in a TDM. And I'm just double checking my. That's kind of funny. So I said I thought the 15-point difference was the highest in Turf War. It is second to this motherfucker Drkforcast, who had a 17-point differential in a game versus Void. So, yeah.
Damn, that Void team sucks.
Well,
Everybody's cooking them.
they're pretty good in Plunder, but
6-3, 6-3.
KP only got one cap in Temple Plunder, so who's better? But yeah, shout out to all those players. Like Second Legend, really strong objective play for this tournament. Over a cap per game in Plunder, nearly 10 caps per game in Turf War, still dropping a 1.06 KD. And then Patrick and Luca Dreams, like, what can you say about their tournament finalists? Patrick is a ridiculous combination of slaying and OBJ, just brings it together so nicely. And Luca Dreams playing really well. Also, he actually had some of the best like individual game performances in the tournament. I think he played especially well in the winner bracket finals, where KP were able to take the series over Odyssey. So gotta give him flowers. Yeah, I don't know if you have anything to say about these players or anything that stands out to you guys.
Patrick definitely is. He's someone I'd actually be interested to like study a little bit myself, because you play against him in a game, and then obviously he's a difficult gunfight. I would say that I almost want to say he may be the brains as well as Wampa behind their team. But yeah, definitely shout out to Patrick, because he's always a difficult player to play against. And obviously I think he's just pretty solid all round. Like he's very reliable. He always seems to position himself very well. And yeah, I mean, just complements their team very well, doesn't he? So yeah, they're very well deserved by them too.
Absolutely. You got anything random or Monster?
I mean, I agree with what Forecast is saying. He's just unreal to play against. So I mean, kudos to him. And Luca,
he could join any team, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Luca, like I haven't really played too much against Luca, but I mean, the times I have, he seems really solid and just a great player overall. I mean, they're both members of KP, so that speaks for itself.
My favorite thing about this whole KP arc is that they've evolved so much since they first started playing Uncharted 2. Like for the longest time, they were like most people's opinion of them was just like they're good, but they're just an Uncharted 3 team, you know, like they could take a round or two, but they're not going to the finals, you know, nothing like that. And it has slowly evolved to them being an absolute force to be reckoned with. Like you have to take them seriously, you have to respect them, and you have to be on your shit, or they will fucking cook you. And now they're arguably the second best team in the game. So I mean that's such a great arc for them.
Yes, sir. I will just add in for Patrick that he statistically was a lot stronger than, like, obviously his stat line there's very strong. He was a lot better before the Ultimate Grand Final series, because he did particularly. I think that was like the worst series he's had. He struggled a little bit there, so the numbers don't even do it justice, like from start to finish of the event, how strong he was. But yeah, just had a tough series in the end. But yeah, I feel like I don't feel like anyone is really doubting how good Patrick is, and like we said, he could be on any team. Although Void's not recruiting, so don't ask. But
you to him. I'm sure you could open up a spot if you become a free agent.
Well, we'll see how this next tournament goes. You know. But the we'll move on to second team here. It's going to be a lot of familiar names here. We got Rayceptions, Beasley Bosna, Grinamax, and Alan Tane. Of course, Bosna and Rays, they're kind of two peas in a pod. That's like the most freakish, hyper-aggressive slaying duo that you'll find in the game. They've been doing it since 2019, maybe earlier. I mean, they're ridiculous. And then Gunamax, kind of like Forecast here, joining the team pretty recently, and having to find his role here. And yeah, I mean, he played a game in the finals and did really well there. And I believe going into playoffs, he was like the #1 KD in all of the UCL. So super formidable, especially as like I consider him like a TDM specialist. He's very good at objectives, but like genuinely like kind of an elite player in when he switched up to TDM as well. A part of the crazy run that Odyssey had gone on in the ladder stage to secure the 1 seed, and for the game he showed up in the finals. He played super well. And then Alan Tane from KP, who, yeah, start to finish, great OBJ player, another person over 1 plunder cap per game. Yeah, like I guess just Mr. Consistency. Like he rarely ever has a bad game. You know, he might not have the super crazy takeover performances that we've seen from Patrick, but you know, game in, game out, just the ultimate reliable piece in bringing Slaying and OBJ together. So yeah, credit to all those guys. I'll let you say your piece, especially on the Odyssey guys here, filling up the all Uncharted second team.
Yeah, I mean, like Bosna and Rays are obviously. What more can you say about them two? They're probably always going to be not far off the MVPs of any tournament they play in. So, and obviously, again, probably the most talented people I've ever played with in games, especially Bosna. Like Bosna's seems to be able to do it all. Like you can call out to him. He's an in-game leader. Crack movement. Khan is just mechanically very gifted. Like, you know, his reaction time to things is, yeah, is again probably like the quickest I've ever played with. Gwynner's in there too, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Gwynner, like it's just, I think Monster said it earlier, but he's just slipped into the team and just like, you know, I say this like I've been in it a while myself. I haven't, but he is very easy to play with, and he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? Like Gwynner, and against anyone, he's going to be hard to kill. So, yeah, and then just on Alan, like Alan's like someone you don't even realize how well he's doing. Like I think you touched on it. He rarely ever has a bad game. Like he doesn't seem to be like two-piecing people left, right, and center, but he's always consistently killing people. And obviously he has the understanding of objective as well. And then I feel like he's tried to slow down a little bit in TDM, which obviously is maybe one per influence, maybe. But yeah, I mean they're just getting a lot better in every way on the game. And obviously he's good at all the other Uncharted's as well. So shout out to Alan. Yeah, that's my piece on it all.
Yeah, I'll let someone else go, but I'll also just throw in just because it came to mind. Like even when Alan has a rough game, like the 6-11, motherfucker has 14 assists in a goddamn TDM. He's racking them up. It's crazy.
Yeah, to echo that point, I mean, he's always contributing to his team, like in some way, shape, or form. So he definitely deserves his flowers as well as like a pinnacle of the team KP, you know. And then as far as Odyssey goes, I mean, Bosna, Khan, and Gina, they're goats, man.
Hell yeah.
If you ever had a chance to play with Bosna and Khan, like their dynamic is hilarious. The way they just talk shit to each other while they're just murdering the other team, it's crazy. And to echo what Forecast was saying, Bosman being an in-game leader, like it's very like kind of like deja vu a little bit for me to hear, because it kind of reminds me of myself from back then. Like he can just direct the entire team, and he's like constantly motivating and constantly like picking everybody up and saying, "Come on, guys! Like,
Yeah.
we're the best in the fucking game.
Yeah,
Like,
don't give up.
pull
Keep
it
calling
together."
out. You hear that a lot.
Yeah,
And yeah.
yeah, exactly. And you know, it's so reassuring to know that someone like that is on this team, and then like Khan is just an animal. I don't think you're gonna see anyone on his level of like. You could be shooting him in the side, bro, and he'll just turn and
Yeah.
challenge you with the pistol. And 99% of the time, he's winning. It's unreal, and it's just such a great thing to see. And then, like I said about Gina earlier, he's just a phenomenal addition to the team, and I couldn't be happier with the current squad that we have.
Yeah, Khan is like the muscle. Just Hulk smash. Just go get him. Fuck him up.
That is so accurate. That is so accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, RaNDiM, I'll let you say your piece before we get to first team.
You guys covered Bosma and Khan super well. Like they're the goats. Everybody knows they're the goats. You know, I don't need to say too much more. You guys hit the nail on the head with Ginna too. Like he just slotted in so perfectly, and it's like there wasn't even any doubt at all. Like when we talked about getting him on the team, it's just like, oh yeah, Ginna wants to join, absolutely, come on in. Like, there's no hesitation. There was no like what ifs. It was just like he's a proven fucking savage on the battlefield, and so it was a super easy decision just to get him on the team. And like for a while, like he was right up there with Forecast with in like the MVP race. Like they had very similar stats, and he was just like popping off so hard in fucking like ladder matches especially. So it was definitely a two-headed race there for a while until Jimmy pulled away with it. So shout out to Ginna. Like Ginna has helped his team a shit ton, and we definitely might not have been able to do all this without him as well. So shout out to Ginna. And then you guys covered Alan pretty well too. Like I think like he's just so consistent. It's like you know he's always going to do well, and he's good at everything. Like he can slay, he can play OBJ. He's a super smart player. I'm sure he's an IGL to some capacity. I'm pretty sure he's their leader, right? So just a very very diverse player, and I love playing against them every time. It's a lot of fun.
Also throw in that if this is just if I was making an all Uncharted for the nicest players, Alan is first team. He has a heart of gold.
Yeah, Alan is such a nice guy, which is very rare in the Uncharted community. So shout out to Alan for sure.
Yes. But yeah, we'll go to all Uncharted first team, which is basically like MVP candidates at this point. Obviously, we know who got it. But these are the closest cuts. These are the closest contenders, and just some of the most ridiculous fucking performances. There's Light XE from Fox, Wanpa from KP, obviously Drkforcast from Odyssey, and the previous MVP, RaNDiM. So I will say, just very predictably, RaNDiM, your MVP case was the versatility, truly like doing it all, about a cap and a half in plunder per game, still dropping a 1.2 KD for the event, the number one TDM KD in the event, and obviously the leadership and strategy and composure that you bring to the team.
Thank you, sir.
You can't put a price on it. And then you have Light from Fox. I mean, if you guys are looking at the stats, like the difference between this guy's KD, or not KD, well, KD is 1.32, like holy shit, second in the entire event, but the kills per game, he is number one, and it's not even fucking close. He is just shy of 20 kills per game in all modes. That includes TDM. And second most is like 16 and a half. So yeah, Light was absolutely running the fucking gauntlet in the slaying department. Yeah, KD and kills per game. We mentioned the 20 and 9 Plaza TDM to against KP to take it to a map 5. He was really good in 2025, and I feel like he just took another step up for this tournament for 2026, and really, on a team of like all-star players, somehow stood out as like a star among stars.
Yeah, he definitely locked in. Like seeing how crazy his stats are, it's kind of surprising that they didn't even make it to the grand finals, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because those are definitely like, holy shit, Sergio Pro popping off style stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. And Wanpa from KP, it breaks my heart not to give him, the MVP, because it's such an MVP performance. If KP had sealed the deal in the finals, he's taking it 126 KD plus 81 differential for the whole tournament. Round after round, he's always a star. And yeah, as much as a wash as it was for KP and as dominant as it was for Odyssey, Wanpa still showed up and was over 16 kills a game, 3 more kills per game than any of his teammates. Positive KD, where his team is 0.8 and below. Yeah, he was fucking fighting for it till the end. And yeah, the stats show it a hell of a performance for Wampa. And yeah, then just Drkforcast, and we've kind of been over it. Number 1 KD and number 1 Plundercast per game. I mean, how can you not? Obvious. It's an obvious first team. Well deserved.
Yeah, obviously Randy kind of knows like the respect we all have for him, but when he plays, it kind of just like completes the team a little bit. Like I definitely feel a lot more confident when he's playing, even if he's not like stacking up like loads of numbers. Like it's a lot easier when Randy's there. I just feel like things flow a lot easier, and he just brings, if anything, confidence towards the team. So to have confidence in your team is like obviously a massive thing. So that's it on my boy Randy. And then Lightsy, I don't know where I actually stood with Lightsy, but I've got to know him a little bit better these past few weeks / months. But as a player, man, fucking hell, he is some player to come up against. Like, you're in for it when he's playing on form. So yeah, he's the best, or one of the best I've played against. I haven't teamed with on any Uncharted, really. Like the way he understands the game and he learns is, yeah, it's almost like he's a team on his own when he's on Fox, and then you combine that with Chinese, and it's obviously a long day. So, yeah, and then Wampa is just Wampa, really. Like I never really knew much about him. I didn't, when I come back to the game and people were telling me that Wampa was one of the best, I was like, who's Wampa? Like, I didn't really know who he was, and that's nothing against him. That's just like I didn't realize who he was because he didn't play back then, to my knowledge. But yeah, he's made a huge difference to KP, and then every other team he's played on, he's made a massive difference. Like when he played with Sano, he made a big difference to their team. But yeah, against him in the finals was no easy task. So shout out to Wampa. He's very underrated, I think, for what he brings in terms of like knowledge of the game. Because he definitely did something. Because when he played with KP, they all of a sudden understood TDM a lot better.
Yeah.
So he deserves his flowers, and he very nearly pulled off a fucking clean sweep against us. So if we weren't as teed as we were, that could have gone the other way quite easily. But I think a bit more experience potentially from Wampa's end, and KP, that is. But I think the only thing that held us together was the composure. So
I mean, everything's basically been said. I mean, to echo his point about RaNDiM, I mean, that's why he's part of Odyssey, right? Like, he's just a pinnacle of this team. I mean, he just makes everything feel like, I mean, he's family, And
yeah, I feel like he's an actual bro.
Yeah,
I got to play with him like these past couple of months, but I feel like I've been playing with him for years.
Exactly.
Thanks, guys.
Like he is like family, and it's an honor to be able to play by his side and be on his team and just do the things that we do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, guys. Appreciate that.
I don't really play too often, so like when I do get a chance to play against like Fox and KP, like rarely has Wampa even been there because I played a lot of 3v3s with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I played a light a few times, and he's a great player, but outside of that, like I don't really know too much about him. So I mean,
That's fair.
I'll just say that he's just a solid player. I mean, he's very impressive to play against, though. Like his aggression and how quickly he can just turn and just be on point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely something that, like back in the day, if I see it, I would have been like, "Oh, maybe I want to pick this guy up." But Odyssey's already stacked, and we don't want to eliminate competition in this game. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boyd's not recruiting, so.
Yeah.
What about me, Thugs? Can I join? Can I be part of the family?
Sure.
Just kidding. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay.
Like.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So we'll move on to the last little section here, and we will wrap up. We got breakout team, breakout player, finals MVP, and MVP runner-up. The breakout team, this was difficult. Not because there were a lot of people to choose from, but really every team, like every good team, played well, and there are really no surprises except maybe a little bit with our breakout team. KP again, back-to-back breakout team.
They just keep breaking out, man.
Well, yeah. So I mean, a lot of people, I think Bosna included, would have told you that Fox were the better team, even after they made the finals in 2025.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would have picked them if we had done a poll at the time between Fox and KP, and then I think very few, if anyone, like I said, had KP 3-1 on their bingo card over Odyssey in the winter finals. And yeah, to do that, and for what it's worth, they were playing super well on Trainwreck Plunder, and we saw the flashes that they had on Trainwreck, on Fort Turf War and Sanctuary Turf War. So even though it was a 5-0, we definitely got a glimpse of like how fucking cracked this team is.
Yeah.
When they're firing on all cylinders, and we saw that in the winter finals. I think we saw it against Fox, and yeah, KP.
Yeah, even though it was a 5-0, I definitely don't think that score is a testament to how bad they played. I think that's a testament just to how good that we were playing. Like I don't think the 5-0 discredits them at all. I just think it just shows just how fucking cracked we were that day.
Absolutely. Shout out to Wampa again, our all Uncharted first team, and I feel like he did take this team to another level, but it's just unfortunate for them that Odyssey also fucking put their foot on the gas, and you know, if I hadn't done that fucking poll in my live stream, then maybe things would be
maybe it would have been different. That's so funny. Well, I'm glad you did. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Sorry, KP. Sorry, Alan. But yeah, then I mean, we'll just do. We've already gone over MVP, and we'll do Finals MVP and Breakout Player together here because it's the same guy. It's Drkforcast. Your first Uncharted 2 tournament MVP. Like at first glance, I was thinking like Light really stepped up from the 2025 tournament and like shot to like 20 kills per game. Like he's got to be breakout. And then I realized this. Oh shit! This is Forecast. Like he didn't play in 2025. This is his first like proper tournament. And yeah, the discussion kind of ended there.
Not bad for a rookie.
Yeah. You got potential. You got potential.
You're gonna go far, kid.
Yeah. I'll just repeat the same next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it
Is
again.
there a timetable on next season or another tournament?
Well, I'll finish it. I'm gonna give this MVP runner-up, and then I could give a little answer. Okay, this is the final award, MVP runner-up. It is light. Obviously, our all Uncharted first team players, Wampa and RaNDiM, were very close. I did have to ask some people for their perspective on the runner-up at least. But yeah, got to give it to Light. I mean, he fought tooth and nail to take that win over KP in the
almost single-handedly, damn near.
Yeah, he is the reason they got it to Game 5. I'm gonna say it again. This motherfucker's like over 3 kills per game higher than anyone in the entire fucking tournament. This higher than fucking Bosna and Khan. Like,
yeah,
that's
ridiculous.
Pretty crazy. That's ridiculous, dude. So yeah, all the fucking props to him. Hell of a tournament. But yeah, that's all the awards. All Uncharted third team, second legend, Luca Dreams, Chinese, and Patrick. All Uncharted second team, Alantane, Beastly Bosna, Ginamax, and Rayceptions. First team, RaNDiM, Drkforcast, Wampa, and Light. Breakout team, KP, breakout player, finals MVP, and MVP, Drkforcast, and Light XE with the runner-up. Congratulations, everyone. Very well played. Fucking crazy. Going down in history. All these motherfuckers. Y'all are cracked. So yeah, credit to all them flowers. Thank you for participating. And to answer your question, Monster, what was your question? The timeline?
What's the timetable for the next tournament or playoffs?
Timetable for the next tournament or playoffs. So, for now, there are some like major announcements to come. Maybe in the end of April, maybe first week of May. We will see on the exact timetables. But yeah, the next major announcement within the next month. And that's in the meantime, the like matchmaking bots is going to stay up. I think we're actually going to add some things like a TDM only option for 4v4 and 5v5, because I know the Latin American players love their fucking TDM only for 5 hours straight. Oh, motherfuckers. So we're
it shows these motherfuckers need to start practicing at OBJ more, you know? Come on.
I gotta add a plunder only option. But yeah, and I think another thing, I think I'm gonna add in a little lab variant to kind of incorporate the lab mini tournaments we're doing with the matchmaking bot thing that we're doing. So we'll try some new modes, some new settings, some fun stuff like that. So that'll be up in the meantime, but yeah, the next major announcement. Look out for that in the next 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah.
All right.
Nice. Thank you for putting all the effort in with the tourney as well.
Thank you.
We appreciate all the work you put in this.
Yeah, thank you again, Thugs. Like I said it the last time, but like all this shit would not be possible without you and your fucking goated ass tournament hosting skills and your goated ass dedication. So shout out to you for real.
Got you. Thank you for participating. It means nothing if people aren't playing. The latter stage was a little scary. A lot of people were demotivated, But we kicked it up for playoffs, and it's just tip my hat to all the teams. It's the lifeblood of the whole fucking game is people showing up, making teams, and fucking fighting.
I'm very happy the tournament ended up being pretty lit because that latter stage was kind of rough, bro. I was like, oh my god,
it was slow going.
I was worried. Yeah, but we made up for it with a rockin' tournament. So hell
yeah. Well, GGs, thank you everyone for being here. My co-host RaNDiM, as always. Great to have you. That's how he says. Yeah. He does that sometimes. And thank you, as always, to the fucking to the goat himself, 45-time champ, Monster1215.
We're just running with this now. I love
it. Yeah.
45.
Yeah. Is there a point in counting, really? Like,
Yeah, we've lost count. Yeah.
Oh, he's counting all right.
yeah.
The YouTube bio is gonna run out of
As
characters.
if someone
Character
would fucking
limit.
catch up.
I
As if someone would ever.
all the characters.
Bro, I can host tournaments until 2050 and no one's catching up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Facts, bro.
I did run out of characters, by the way. Like,
Oh, you poor fucking soul! Look at this fucking guy.
Oh.
I had to tweak some things. You know? I thought about like because I got 15 from Uncharted 2, and then I have the 1 from Uncharted 4.
Uh-huh.
Oh
then-
yeah, had to cut that one out. Huh?
Yeah.
I was thinking about cutting the fastest rampant out too. Back when we timed those things.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then thank you, the new MVP. Fucking hell of a debut, Drkforcast. Congratulations.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you.
MVP and
Another
champion.
goat.
All in one go. God damn. But yeah, thanks for joining me. That's episode 12.
Oh yeah, 13, but that's a wrap.
No, it's 12.
Are you sure?
Yes.
He counted.
Yeah.
Mm.
Episode 45. No. All right. GG's. Bye, everyone.
Man, I have more
Thanks for
tournaments
watching.
than you got podcast episodes. That's crazy.
That is true. We're gonna start
We're catching up. Yeah, you better start winning more, buddy.
I gotta get.
Oh my god. All right, that was episode 12 of the DTI podcast. Always great to have the guys on to chat, and I hope you enjoyed. The next project or projects that we'll be working on are going to be pretty huge. We've actually been planning some things for the next events since like all the way back in January before the UCL ladders even closed. So yeah, a lot of shit going on behind the curtains these days. So expect some updates here soon. No exact dates at the moment, but somewhere in the late April to early May range for the next proper announcement. And in the meantime, the matchmaking bots in my Discord are going to stay active. Like I mentioned in the episode, we're adding a TDM option, and I think sometime here soon we'll have a lab variant option up and running here soon. And while I have you, I just want to take a second to remind everyone about the Patreon, because I haven't made any kind of announcement about it in ages. But there's so much fucking extra content and early access to stuff like the DTI podcast that always premieres there several days before it hits YouTube. But there's also my top 100 players list that I've been posting episodically. There are some cool-ass Uncharted 2 player cards in the vein of CDL or CWL pro cards if you're familiar with the professional Call of Duty stuff. There's some exclusive tournament watch party videos up there, community matches from some of the best players in the game. The UCL Statistics dropped early on Patreon. There's like exclusive Void and Team Odyssey matches with live commentary, and honestly, there's so much cool shit, and we put a lot of work into all of the extra stuff that we have there. And in between events is the time when it really pops off, because I have a little bit more free time to just make stuff for Patreon. And so yeah, please do me a favor and at least check it out. There are free week trials available and 50% off your first month, which means you can get like 90% of the content there for literally like 50 cents. It's an absolute fucking steal, considering it helps support RaNDiM and myself do what we do, and future prize pools are increasingly possible because of the support. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's already signed up, and for everyone else, please check it out. The link will be in the description of this video. So yeah, thanks again, everyone. Excited to see you all in the next episode and in the next event.